see something cool? As your personal liminal criminal pillar of the community, it's a moral imperative I impart upon you the occasional eclectic collected degenerate skills that might just save your life someday. Given that we're living in interesting times where crimes against the state can include who you choose to date, it's a damn fine time to learn how to escape. Now you can get all manner of handcuff keys on the internet. They even make concealable versions for people that live a way more interesting life than I do. But having the key is just the beginning of being prepared. To really be ready, it's way better to have a detailed understanding of how the locking mechanism works. Because that lets you open it when you don't have a key. As someone who has walked this path through hell and back deeper than your dreams can conceivably perceive, believe me when I say the only thing they can't easily take away is what's between your ears. Oh, they'll take that too, but it takes a few years. Knowledge is power, so let's teach you how to be a properly problematic pain in the ass. Handcuffs are constructed from laminations. They're all pretty much the same parts, it's just how many levels you're gonna have to fight. Cheap cuffs are just a single layer inside, but fancy ones go all the way up to 3 deep, and they all pretty much work the same. This is a ratchet and pawl mechanism. You've seen the ratchet lots of times. It's the outer splines around the periphery of the cuff. The pawl is the red bit inside. The yellow spring lets you close the cuff, but it pushes the pawl in place to prevent it from opening. When they put someone in custody, now they become their custodian, which means they're responsible for their care and well-being. Allegedly.
They don't give 2 shits about your well-being, they just don't want the paperwork.
That's why real handcuffs are double locking and why proper cuff keys have the little nib on the back end. That nib fits in the hole here to push the blue bar over to the right. This locks the red pawl in place and now the cuffs can't move in either direction. Ostensibly, this is to prevent you from hurting yourself, but what it really does is make it way harder to pick the lock because now you have to move things in 2 different opposing directions. The best pick for handcuffs is whatever you can get your hands on at the time. This can be done with a paper clip, especially a thick one, or a bobby pin, the clip from a pen. All kinds of things have been used to do this. Be resourceful and look closely at your surroundings. What you need to do is push the blue bar back to the left, and that's actually pretty easy. You only have to do this if your cuffs won't move in either direction. If you can squeeze them closed at all, even 1 click, they're not double locked. Once the double lock is open, then it's just the pawl, and all you need to do is either shim the pawl with something thin like the end of a ketchup packet, or poke in the side enough to lift up the red bar. Now, there could be as many as 3 bars stacked in a lamination. You need to move all 3 at the same time, but it's actually a lot easier than it sounds. With a bit of practice, this can be easily done with improvised materials in under a minute. The trick is taking the time to practice at home before you end up in a situation where you're trying to do it blind, under-stressed, and in a shitty situation with a dislocated shoulder and a face full of tear gas. Proper planning prevents piss-poor performance, so do your homework, because being the person who can help in a crisis, yeah, that's pretty cool.